Like, Christy Sides finally did it. In fairness to her, she finally did it. She finally did it, lads. She finally benched Katie Lou. Like 6 minutes, 21 seconds plus one. I mean, she had 3 assists, I guess. But like, Katie Lou Samuelson might be on the worst contract in the WNBA. You know what? Mercedes Russell is on near max, so maybe not. But like, Katie Lou Samuelson, first game all year, Sky fans rooting for Indy. I mean, you're not wrong there. But like, Nalissa Smith was poor. Katie Lou is like just there for vibes right now. And 2 of their 3 highest paid players are Katie Lou Samuelson and Erica Wheeler. Like, Katie Lou's forgot how to shoot. Like, her one shot was long and wide air ball from the corner. Like, it was so poor. It was absolutely so poor. But like, Lexi Hull's got to start. She's playing 30 minutes a game. Bring Christy Wallace back into the rotation. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, Christy Wallace is at least competent on defense. She's not good on defense, but she is at least competent. She is at least competent. Like, she's competent. Katie Lou misses layups. Katie Lou doesn't play defense. Katie Lou can't hit a shot anymore. Katie Lou doesn't really rebound. She runs hard. She tries. But like, she's too slow to play defense. At least Christy Wallace is competent. Christy Wallace, I know she struggles catching the ball. But like, I just don't see... I don't see how Katie Lou Samuelson can get... Like, she's getting like 160, 180 grand a year. She is one of like the 20 highest paid players in the league. And also, like, even if Grace Berger's a point guard, she's 6 foot tall, player at the damn 3 at this stage. There's no way Grace Berger is worse. There's absolutely no way that Grace Berger is worse. Like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Well, like, we said that, like, again, when Christy Wallace was on the floor, we said there's no way other people are worse than Christy Wallace as a starter. But, like, I'm not even saying as a starter. Like, and again, Katie Lou is better off the bench. Maybe if you bring Katie Lou off the bench for 12 minutes a game. But, like, I don't understand why Christy Sides has just this loyalty to a lineup. Like, this team is no way contenders this year. Like, as good as they are, they're not contenders this year. Like, you get it. They're not going... It's highly unlikely they catch up 2.5 games in the Mercury. If they do catch up 2.5 games in the Mercury, you face the Lynx or the Connecticut Sun. You probably want the Sun because there's no chance that Indiana beat the Lynx. I mean this. There is 0 chance Indiana beat the Lynx. There is like a 10% chance they beat the Sun. So you probably want to face wherever the Sun end up being. But like, this team has, again, a Katie Lou Samuelson. I wouldn't, if I'm them, I'm not protecting Katie Lou Samuelson. Like, for people saying in the chat, like, Christy Wallace isn't long enough or fast enough, I get it. She's not. Christy Wallace, we saw her in the Olympics. There was a game she played 2 minutes and had 3 turnovers. Christy Wallace is terrible. But, like, she's no, and I mean this, I cannot believe I'm saying this, she is no worse than Katie Lou Samuelson. Like, you can't start Dantas in most games. The problem with starting Dantas is Dantas is just so slow. Like, there's only certain games you can start Dantas. And Nalissa Smith, like, I think it might be time for Alyssa. I think Alyssa Smith's time in Indiana is done this year. I don't think she was good today. I thought she was fine in the first half. I thought in the second half she was very, very poor. But I just think her time is done. I think her time is absolutely done. But yeah, like, this is a team that Christy Sides is like, I just don't. I'm just so done with Sides. Like, she's so bad. Her in-game adjustments are the worst I've ever seen in-game. Like, I think she can game plan well, which is the difference. That is the difference between an assistant coach and a head coach. Like, that is the big difference. Like, an assistant coach can go out there and game plan. A head coach has got to make those decisions. They've got to make those decisions on the spot. And she's terrible at it. Like, she's just terrible at that part of her job, which is a really important part of the freaking job. Like, it is a extremely important part of the job, in-game adjustments, being a head coach. And that's the difference between, again, an assistant and a head coach. And it's the reason why I think Christy Sides is probably so highly regarded as an assistant coach, because she was very, very good at that type of stuff. She clearly knows the sport of basketball, but it's just implementing it. She's just not very good at it. And I really think they need to explore getting off Katie Lou Samuelson. And I get it. She's friends with Caitlin Clark. But so was Celeste Taylor. And Celeste Taylor was way better. And I mean this, way better. She is way better than Katie Lou Samuelson. Celeste Taylor is way better than Katie Lou. And was on a much more team-friendly contract, who you could have protected in the expansion draft and just had a bunch of really good, basically free role players on your team, and set yourself up in 2 years for another expansion draft where you can protect all the cheap rookies and then load up in free agency and form a super team. But you chose to get rid of Celeste Taylor and instead keep freaking Saxton, because she's friends with Aaliyah Boston. You kept Victoria Saxton. But you know what? I'm pretty sure Celeste Taylor played on a Team USA with Aaliyah Boston too. They were probably friendly as well. But Christy Sides finally did it. She finally benched Katie Lou. And for the minute, Katie Lou cannot, and I mean this, she cannot be playing more than 7 or 8 minutes a game. Like, this needs to be the max that she plays. And at this stage, maybe bring Christy Wallace back into the rotation.